Then time to fluff Mr. Lore. Welcome to the Worldbuilding the Virtual Hours podcast. So I'm starting to do things to set up for doing a DM thing with another friend. So I'm recording this on the day of, so kind of need to finish this really quickly, and got basically one take to do it. So yeah. Uh, I'm probably gonna change up the Mimic World. See about that. Maybe go and pick their brain with the D&D Monopoly. But one thing that I wanted to bring up, because I found that it was a little bit more interesting, is enforcement, basically. Because we already know that, like, well, at least any experienced DM knows, like, the players will derail things. They will try to cause chaos. At least mine do. So sometimes you need to lay down the law a bit. Sometimes you do. Not often, and you don't want to do it overly. But, but, uh, it is one of the major things that I actually did. So, uh, it is what it is, but, like, I'm going to, like, one of the major things that I gonna have with the enforcement is, like, this world police. Now, I don't necessarily say you have to do that. I don't fully remember it. Uh, uh, but like it is what it is, basically. Uh, so, um, oh, hold on. I probably should finish this up. Okay, so I just needed to send something off real quickly, because like I knew for a fact that was not gonna be doing there. But to be fair, another way that I can also do it, or another way to also show like enforcement is contracts. Uh, Such as like they make a demon deal with a demon. Maybe that demon has contracts, or well, maybe the demon has contacts up in here. So yeah. Uh, the first one that I'm gonna say is like the devil's contract. So like a blank provided for uh some good ways to do it is like uh spying uh spying typically a material plane and bringing in others, basically, such as uh, like with the bringing in others, it's kind of like a pyramid scheme, basically. Well, a pyramid scheme or Ponzi scheme, one of the two, basically. Like if you actually go in there and the ghost actually, well, yeah, like if you go in there and the demon and or devil, whatever, basically, like says, yeah, sure, I'll do it, but also get some other people here first, and then it's like, okay, they go out and do it, and then like basically everybody's just kind of like getting things from said devil, and basically like everybody kind of has a deal with this devil, basically, to where like they are forced to do it, or like maybe they lose their soul, so they have to get others. And so it's like a very, very bad Ponzi scheme. I'm sorry, very bad pyramid scheme. Like you never know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is that way. Like who knows? uh, so yeah, that's kind of what. Those are kind of the things. And this is definitely like what I wanted to like do with this, because like it still is kind of Halloweenish, but also at the same time, now we're getting back a little bit more back into like the typical stuff. Uh, that's not to say that we can't do other things, but it's a little bit more fun. And so Yeah. I'm gonna list Lawless and call it the basic answer. So Souls. Anything else that demon might do? Services, yeah. Because like typically, like a high level spellcaster, right? Like a 7th level one. A demon might make a deal with them for the fact that, like, hey, by the way, might you be able to bring me to the material plane, perhaps? Gun casually, just gonna let me have my own things over there, and I casually like do things over here to where I can accomplish what you're asking me. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. That type of thing. Yeah. Like that is something that's distinctly possible with demons as well. Like, I that's the thing, right? That you also have to understand. Like, demons, they love souls. Don't get me wrong, but they will strike other deals. Uh, gold. Yeah, gold is also another example, basically. Um, anything else with the demon contract or well, yep. I'm just gonna list it as like demons slash devils contract because like same thing in D&D. Let's be real. Plus to be fair, then you at least know what I'm referring to because like wait, demons like he's devil's contract. What? Like I play too much Phasmo. I honestly do. I am used to it being like demon if we're doing like a double type thing. Like, oh my god, wow, I am. Like I am often addicted to games. Like I have Blue Protocol up right now. Oh, just casually like murdering elites. Like, yeah. At least these elites, I shouldn't have to worry about murdering me. But yeah, that's a story for another time. Oh. Actually, I'm going to list this as contracts, enforcement, please. So yeah, I mentioned it earlier, but I'm just writing down the world police because actually I'm not even going to explain it because like the world police is basically just like everywhere. Like I have a character named Ma, right? Like here's why I don't recommend it because like I often with DMs and stuff, like if you have a very powerful thing, the players are going to get after you on it. So yeah, like I don't recommend doing it. So yeah, like I will list it because like yeah, if you have a very powerful person, maybe they're making a very powerful organization, then it's like yeah. I mean, the main reason why I have it to where he doesn't take over the world because he easily could. In fact, he probably has. He just places everybody in there because I was like, I am lazy. I don't want to rule and I don't want to cause absolute chaos. You go and run things. I just help you enforce them and you don't say a word about whatever the frick I do. That's literally him. He literally does not care at all about it. Cause like, just, it is what it is, basically. So, yeah. But, anyway. Another contract I typically do, I'm gonna say it's a service contract. So, this one is actually not like it's not as much as what you might think. Like I do say that there's a worse one. You'll understand it the moment I type this out. But it's like uh contract E. So basically, like the person receiving the person that's like receiving the benefit has to do this. Has to provide a blank X service for Y time, but is paid and like blank gold up up front. So yeah, the reason why I do it as up front basically is because like then if my players have a way to provide a service for like a certain length of time, they can get the gold, but they do have to remember to come back. So if they don't, well, here's some of the enforcements. So police basically. So that's a typical thing. Now, I will say a hive, hive police is force as well. So, what is a hive police force? Well, same with a same as a regular police force, but everyone knows everything. So basically, like if they commit a crime in one area and a cop has seen it, oh frick. Okay, so I'm just gonna do it in the dark, but yeah, basically like like everybody knows the crime, so basically like they can't get away with it. Like it does kind of break immersion, but also at the same time, like you technically could. I think that there are creatures that do that. I can't remember any of them off the top of my head, but I know that there are creatures definitely that do it. So, like, if you really need to do one that actually is not actually, like, you know, a regular thing, then, hi. There's an entire enemy list. Well, you're DM, really. So, like, basically, like, you could make it to where, like, every single creature in a certain thing is a part of the hive mind, basically. So it's like everything that the others know. I do know that I'm like closing in on the time to go get this uploaded thing, but yeah. Yeah, and nothing else. I just missed a week. It is what it is. I kind of don't want it to be like everything is all like police, really. I mean, technically, there's also like a court system, but like, yeah, I don't know about how much you really I don't know about how much it's there. Uh, um, actually, yeah, bounties as well, such as like, if they're doing like crime, if they're doing crimes and stuff a bunch, like it makes sense to actually like have adventurers go and try to take them down. Like a I saw at one point that people were saying like oh, you shouldn't use the player sheets against your players. I say piss off on that. Like, there are times where, like, you literally should intend to go and throw, like, actual player characters at your players. And here's why. Yeah, like, with the example of like them being an evil villain group, right? Like, that is basically them doing a reverse campaign. So the villains indeed have player sheets, but the DM is the hero, not the villain. So, like, yeah, it's like it. In all honesty, in that type of case, like, you're not going like, that's why I kind of don't recommend running a villain campaign. Like, I do say that would be interesting, but also at the same time, like, I don't really recommend it as well. Because, like, if you're doing a villain, like, with my world, or with my usual worlds, like, MA, like, if we're running a villain campaign, MA basically just cannot exist. Like, he literally just cannot exist. Because, like, then, like, if he exists, then the whole point and fun of a villain campaign kind of just goes away. So, like, when you're running a villain campaign, you kind of want some enforcements, but also at the same time, you don't want too many. Because, like, too many means that, like, the players are not gonna are probably not gonna be having fun. They're probably not gonna be enjoying it and stuff like that. But, like, it is what it is, basically. So, as for like, any other contracts I can think of, because, like, I don't want to do like, I could do basic things like just contract work. Like, that's basically just, like, as you. No, actually, that's kind of like the service work, really. So technically, I already did that. Uh, I mean, I guess, like, salary employee, basically, like that's kind of, I guess, the major thing, because, like, there technically is that contract, right? Like, whether you're doing a villain campaign or not, like, in theory, there should be people that are probably paying to do things that are like, hi, here you go. Let's do X thing and murder each other, basically. So, like, yeah. Uh, um, uh, technically also, like, adventuring and contract. So basically with this, what they actually do, or at least what I gonna say for them to do, is they take up a quest for posted payment slash reward, or if unmet, the guild will seek other remedies is to provide the posted reward in the case of adventurer fallout. The guild will seek legal action. Because yes, I do have lawyers as well. Like in my world, part of why I put the courts is the fact that like the courts can't force you to do things. So like, I basically with Dawsbury, right? Like, it doesn't matter about whether or not they have a thing in there, basically. Like, they will probably have an eye that says like, she's right. Like, well, she's telling the truth, basically. After like this dragon or something has come to say like that they're not welcome. They're only one specific person is there, and otherwise they're not allowed in. Basically, because hi, it is what it is. Actually, I guess that's also another type of contract. So police contract. So this is kind of what they are. This is kind of what they are, or what that entire city is. Like, it's basically under a police contract. So, have to give all information on criminals as they see. Actually, yeah, all evidence, basically. They don't totally have to say, like, oh, yeah, no, like, I saw this person, like, exactly here, but it's like, hey, here you go, here's more evidence. It's like, they're just funneling, like, if they need them for a case, like, okay, yeah, hi, they're needing to provide witness testimony. But, like, otherwise, it's just like, snap, 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 here's just, like, tons of photos, that's just like, yep, here you go, here's a bunch of photos. Got it. And like they can do it, go out and do it. But like they don't technically have to say like, oh yeah, no, like I know, no, this other person's done like, but yeah, like I know that this person's like plotting to do a crime. Like they only technically have to do, they have to go and like give the evidence. And to be fair, if they're robbing a shop in town, then like yeah, they're probably gonna report them because like the town sticks together. But like the benefit is for this so like in exchange, and they get some legal benefit, such as like I'm listing it here, such as like cops cannot enter the city, basically. Like that's if it's that's one of the grander scales, basically. Like cannot be prosecuted for minor crimes. So when I say prosecuted, I mean like, well, when I say minor crimes, I mean like, oh hey, like something that doesn't mean a lot, right? Such as like a small, like bit of bread from like maybe like a field or something, and maybe like, yeah, maybe like lying to police officers and stuff like that, like just other things that are like super like minor that aren't gonna be like having like a lot of prison time or issues, basically. Um gold per week / instance. Because like to be fair, it could be that's a commission based one. So like, there's also other rewards basically that you can do with this. Those are the main ones that jump out to me though. But like, it is what it is. It's because like, let's be real. Like, a police company, right? Or like, well, a police organization is likely to have like a lot of information and stuff, and a lot of like leeway, because it's like, okay, you work for us and do enough things. Okay, how about we just casually sweep what you did under the rug. Okay, yeah. Go out and do our work for us. Okay? Or do you want to be prosecuted? Your choice. And again, hi. Enforcement. Oh my god, I hate myself. I had a different thing I did right then. What was the other thing? Oh, mercenary contract. Yeah, my players do it like all the time. So I'll have some subcategories for this as well, because like certain ones are there, but this is a basic one for being like a mercenary. Because like my players should at least know this basically. Now, I might go and place this one in specifically their notes, basically. Why they don't use their notes, I don't know. I will show it to them literally the next X time we play, basically. At least I will come up. But like, it's similar to the service one, but different as well. Has to pay, so it's like the contractee has to be paid X gold up front in exchange, and the contractee has to come with it to do blank, and then I'm gonna say listed below. Because like obviously different things require different parts, basically. So like, this is why I said that I would need like other things. So like tank. So contract E is required to take as many hits well, no, I can't say hits, because like hits means that they're like required to like have it be that like each and every single monster like hits them in particular. What else? Like what is another way of saying that is not like hits? Because like aggro also is not like as much enemy slash enemy slash opponent focus. I think that that's a good way, because like enemy or opponent focus is kind of it's along the lines of like, yes, I am actually here, I am protecting, basically, or rather like it's not like, oh hey, like they should be hit every single time, basically. Like, it's not like that. It's not, I'm saying, like, yeah, it's not being like, oh hey, yeah, let's go and take aggro, because like, what's aggro again exactly? Like, we do kind of a meta thing, but like, that's more just because I don't want to correct, basically. But like, yeah, it is what it is. But enemy focus, it's like, okay, I want to bring you down. So like, taking as much of it as possible, is as like, I good. Uh, and then also contract E to the best of their ability, has to aid the protection of all members in the contracting party. This is what, like, for those that know me and know what I've done, Beorst, right? Beorst has a frog. He really, really wants to get some frog legs. Maybe frog arms, too. And maybe start dissecting a frog. Guess what frog I'm referring to? Because guess which frog pissed him off repeatedly? Yeah! He really wants to slaughter that one frog to where, like, he has literally gone on record of literally placing a battle axe, or a hand axe, like, right near that frog and saying, you are lucky that this tank contract is in effect. Otherwise, I would freaking murder you. Oh, because like, yeah, he does not like him. Like, in fact, that's also something that it's like, okay, makes sense, makes a whole lot of sense then for somebody to actually, like, it makes a whole lot of sense out of that, for like the character to be like, okay, maybe I shouldn't, like, rush in to effectively take allies out of the fight. Maybe 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 if I'm told by people that have gone into a place to not do something, to, not do it, regardless on whether or not I dislike them. Because Bios is definitely taking the high road by the fact that it's like, I don't care about people pissing me off or annoying me. I am fulfilling my duties. I am fulfilling my contract. I am in a place of life or death, saying, regardless on if we need them, might as well try to help them. But if somebody annoys me, I'm not going to royally aid in keeping them up. So hi. It is what it is. So another one, right? So, actually, yeah, like the tank has like, no, actually, like that's the melee thing. So obviously, like for me, I actually have a uh, like uh, yeah, actually, I'm gonna do a DPS one. So, contract E is required to do as much damage as possible uh while uh yeah, while somewhat near the group. Because like some maybe they actually do enjoy the tank side. Let's be real, they don't. uh, but like it is what it is. Like there's tank DPS and like I yeah, like for me with the event with the mercenary contracts, like typically it's a adventuring one, but kind of not as well. Like the adventuring contract, part of why I say it's different is the fact that like it's just a quest on a board, right? So like you take it down, go over to the receptionist, or whoever is like running it basically, and then do it effectively. Lay. Uh, I he like literally, it's just kind of like I whatever basically. Like sometimes I do it, sometimes I do it to a certain extent. Other times it's just like yeah. To be fair, they occasionally my players just say like, "Too bad whether or not you wanted to do it. You're doing it. Deal with it." So yeah. Yeah, it's a thing. Um, but yeah, part of why I say like somewhat near the group is because like I a rogue, for example, uh, like they can be considered DPS as 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 as, but like they're not a spellcaster, right? Uh, but like no matter what, like the contract E is to try as much as possible to avoid getting allies as caught up in X thing. Uh, like it is what it is. Like the main things that I am saying with that is like if it's a rogue, like sure go ahead and sneak up, but try not to go and get the allies caught in said trap, basically. Uh Healer, I don't know why I said eater or whatever. So contract D is required to keep the party up as much as possible. So that one's a similar thing. Like if you go and do a forest dungeon, right? That's a little bit easier. Because like a healer could be like a apothecary type thing. So like if they have the apothecary type things, then like they technically could just make healing potions. Basically. Uh like I forget on how long it takes. I think it's like an hour or so. But like they can do it. So uh uh like Actually, I should have just listed here. Reduce. That like they have to be paid up X code up front. Reduce amount for spellcasters who get paid X gold per level of spell spell used either for healing or after the fight. Because like basically the thing for that is like if somebody's saying like cast the fireball already, don't care about hitting me, just do it. Technically for that they are waiving this part basically. But otherwise they should try it. Well, I guess they're not waiving it, but like basically like try to go and get as like little people as possible. So like if there's a way to do it, then it's like yeah, it is what it is. So I got about 20 minutes left on the typical thing. What's another like decent country or enforcement method? I guess. Cause like I definitely don't want to make these shorter. I'll be real. Like even if I am like, oh yeah, by the way, I need to upload this in about like what 5. No, I did. Like I have. Like once I get this finished, I should basically like immediately upload it. But like, yeah, it's like, hey, does it really matter? Um, so, actually, I guess I could say a different thing. So I don't want to say it because like, YouTube and like any other like podcast things I might upload this to, like, yeah, they kind of don't like the other term. So yeah, but basically rather than X service, it's just like any service. Oh, I was planning to have that one actually. So I'll have mercenary be at the bottom, basically. So actually on another one. So I'm gonna do a butler / maid contract. So this is similar to like yeah, like that's similar to freaking the curse they may have seen like a few weeks ago, but it's different as well. So it's like contract E has to provide a house related services for X for blank gold a hour. Or is on salary. Like basically they have to be paid for it effectively, but like as they're not doing their job, then they do have the enforcements basically. Like one thing like this is also something that does make it kind of more interesting because like I mentioned MA, right? So he has this big house effectively. He has a pet Tarask. Because yes, of course he does. Because why would he not have a pet Tarask that's like literally it's just like places big old meat, big old plate of meat, wakes up Tarrasque. It's like, hi, food. Tarrasque goes and eats it. Tries to rampage. It's like, no, bad, bad Tarrasque, bad, down, down. Go to sleep. Go. Do whatever. No rampage. No rampage. Down. Down, Tarrasque. Down. Like, he's the only one that could probably do that. Consistently. Like, he is like a super powerful person. He's melee, typically. Like, he does not, like, he can do spells, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, he can do spells. But quite often he doesn't. Quite often he doesn't do spells. So, like, it is a little bit more of a interest for it. But, like, the reason why I bring him up with the maid thing in particular is the fact that, like, it makes sense then for a bunch of dragon maids to be, like, at his house too. Cause like it, like, I do go and figure that, like, he probably just, like, has a bunch of dragons and it's, like, hanging around his house, basically, because of, like, yeah, like, just hanging around his house and basically, like, the two major things that they're doing is kind of just like, yeah, hi, by the way, like, if there's a little, like, shed type house over there, that's the gardening dragon maid. Like, that's that dragon maid's area. Yeah. Like, if there's a, librarian, like, dragon maid, like, typically she's the room probably next door. Maybe she has a connecting room to the library. And basically, like, yeah, hi. Like, that's literally, like, how she gets paid, basically. She just maintains, like, it's just like, oh, hey, new book? Okay, cool. Place it here. Got it. Or let's, like, let me file away. Do it. Okay, cool. Maybe if there's, like, one that's like, yeah, I don't care about reading that anymore, you can have it. It's like, okay. Takes it to her, like, her room hoard, and just places it, like, somewhere. Cause, like, that is something you could do as well, with, like, well, that is something you could do with the dragon. Like, it doesn't necessarily have to be gold as well. But the major, thing is, like, there's, actually, yeah, for something tangible, typically it's like, oh, I was right the first time with the, I. But yeah, typically it is, like, gold an hour, maybe a salary, like, maybe a room and board, or, like, something. Like, maybe room and board is included with the, like, gold, or whatever. So it's like, yeah, sure, like, I will provide you a place to stay and stuff, and then you go and do this, basically. Like, yeah, it is what it is, effectively. So, like, yeah. It, what else? I don't quite know. I don't quite know what else I was going with for this. Like, I definitely ran out of things to talk about, like, a lot faster than I thought. To be fair, I also have not thought of anything new, because, like, I've just basically written down what is, like, normally in my games, right? Because, like, normally with the service contract, I have another one basically, which is a little bit more like like it's not like a specific service, such as like it's not like oh yeah like you're paid like say 20 gold up front, and like the massage place you do is like 10 things. Like you're contractually obligated to provide like 2 massages to this person. Like it's not like that. Uh like I it's something a lot worse, basically. But yeah. Um I think I just did it. I think I did them as like a little bit too generic of things as well for like the contracts. And like I think that like the enforcements are also like a little bit more generic. Like maybe godly enforcements. Uh, I don't know why I put godly when it said like godly, because like there's a lot of D&D gods, right? Uh, and so like in theory you could have like divine retribution. You can have a well yeah like if somebody's doing something that like a very high ranking god like Tyr, for example, if I because I recall Tyr being like a major god. uh you'd have to do a little bit more research if you're wanting to do like godly enforcements. And I don't have enough time to do that right now. Like maybe when I do with like a different DM friend, or with the yeah, like maybe when I'm doing DM friend things that like we can do like just generic things. I can talk about that. But like in general, the godly ones, it's like I I mainly think of Ale, which is like the top god. And so he's just like throwing lightning bolts, it's basically, or whatever, like just murdering people, basically, if they're doing like exceptionally bad things. And like, uh, uh, oh wait, negative examples of like AO strikes in um and reduces a random they see to 0. Oh, as well, like a negative of reputation. Like if they have a negative reputation, right? Like I I it actually does affect things, right? Uh, like uh, one thing that I saw was interesting in the game is the fact that like if you have a negative reputation, like there's people that don't want to work with you, right? Uh, so things can cost higher. Shops may not want your business. What else? What else might be what else might be good things to do? Let's see. Uh, um, um, yeah. Uh, allies might not like what's the word? Oh yeah, might not collaborate. Because like obviously if they think that you're showing your true colors now, and so like it's obviously now a lot more negative of a thing, then well you're more likely to have people say yeah, we don't want to do business with you. Screw off. Uh, Deal with it. Basically. So yeah, it is what it is, basically. Uh, um, um, yeah, I think that's the issue that like there's so many like I usually like to do more generic things that way it's like more easily splashable into like other games and stuff, right? Because like you're not necessarily to have my world basically, especially not like as much just yet, but like I it is what it is effectively. So like by doing it as like service, like um, there's a little bit more of the generic one that I use, but like obviously as I've mentioned several times, I don't want to like say it basically. Like if you know your history well enough, like the US has done it, like several countries have done it. And so it's like it's a similar thing to like that period of time, like the colonial style time period, but like it's a little bit more like it's a little bit more lawful basically. Cuz like the major thing, like I'm not writing it down, but like well I'm not going to type it up, but like the major things about it is the fact that like I you pay them the gold up front so that they can do whatever the frick they need to do. Uh, this can also work for uh, legal issues as well, such as like maybe they don't actually like have that money anymore, and so therefore, what they yeah, like maybe what they do instead is like, okay, well, I can provide you this thing instead, and by doing this service, it's like I should be paid this much, but I'll do it to you for free because well, we do it for you for free in exchange for this much off the debt, basically. Uh, and so like I effectively yeah, like I with BRs, right? Like they can technically force well they can technically ask BRs if he wants to be in said contract. Uh, he's then required to do a little bit more than they ask in that case. Basically, but like I I if that case is done, then whenever they go into a dungeon, he is required to join them if they order him to join them. Um, and in exchange for that, like, they basically have to, pay the gold effectively, or yeah, like they have to pay like the mercenary contract gets taken off of the debt basically. So yeah. Don't get me wrong, they can also pay you more, or effectively. Like uh, if they want to add it to the like if they're just giving them money, like they can do that, even if it's the other one, and not like have the contract be there. But if the contract's there, then like if the agreement is made, them giving him more money will also add to that contract. So, like, it is what it is. But like, yeah. Uh, um, anything else? No. I think I think I mainly covered like any sort of enforcement or contract you might really want to implement in your game. To be fair, even maybe some ones say you probably don't like the World Police, maybe the Hive Mind Police, because that technically is a World Police as well. It's just a little bit less powerful of one. But yeah, it is what it is. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. If you want to see me, yeah, if you want to watch me yap about like anything, just come to my Twitch, like Gordon_fan 42, on YouTube, at Gordon Fan, basically, like, it is what it is, and so, like, yeah, definitely got tons of different options. I recommend watching these more on YouTube, because, like, I, then you don't have to worry about, like, whether I misspoke or something. It's just all right there for you. When I'm doing design work as well, that's also there. So like I, it's very very hard to kind of like see designs basically. So like yeah, for definitely the design episodes, for the design episodes, like I recommend watching on YouTube, just simply so you can see about what programs and stuff I'm working with. But like, yeah. Uh, Anything else? No, I think I just need to get this uploaded. So like, yeah, new episodes of these are uploaded every Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. Uh, if I'm uploading these to something else, because I've still been too lazy to set up the other podcast things, then like, yeah, probably the new ones will be on like the new ones will probably be on Saturdays, but like I'll probably upload a couple other ones like earlier in the week, just to kind of like catch people up. But yeah, uh it is what it is. Hopefully y'all enjoyed this. Hopefully y'all learned something or found something to improve your own games. However, I'll ultimately see everyone whenever I next see y'all. And also feel free to tell me about your games. So I love hearing about them. I love hearing about things that you might want me to talk about. And also, I love hearing just like general stories about how people love running D&D.